Hey everybody, and welcome to another Learn to Digitize video. My name is Sue and I'm a Hatch educator, and today we're going to talk about lettering and baselines. And let's start off with, let's go to digitize, and let's digitize just a square. So I just open my toolbox and I'm picking rectangle, and I probably forgot to select an outline, so that's good enough. And let's go back to our select tool, and you can see this is selected. Let's go to outline. There we go, good enough. Let's check the size. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger than normal so we can see what we're doing. Single run is fine. Hit 0 to bring it up. That might be a little too big. And there we go. Now we're ready to do some lettering. So let's close our digitize. Let's go to lettering and monogramming. Click on lettering, and we're just going to type in a phrase here. So let's do digitizing, spell it properly, made easy. And you can see when that comes in, look, it goes outside of what we want because we have free line selected. So free line and fixed line are what we're talking about today. Now, free line will extend your baseline, and the baseline means basically what your lettering is sitting on. You can't see it, but you know it's there. You can pick a circle baseline, you can pick circle underneath, a vertical line, all sorts of things, but we're just talking about these two. So it's an imaginary line that lines up your lettering, basically that your lettering is sitting on, like a shelf, a curved shelf, a straight shelf. So free line will just keep extending the line for as many letters as you're putting in. So if I wanted to put a whole phrase there, it would just get longer and longer. So let's do that again, and we're just going to make some different choices. Let's switch over to fixed line, and let's go, how about a capital? Spell it right again. Just digitizing made easy. And that is a little squished in, so if you can extend it a little bit or not. So that's a little squished in. What can you do about that? Well, it's a fixed line from here to here. Let's go down, and if you scroll down, and I think a lot of people miss that because you usually have it open like this, and you can see these are the sequence, and we talked about that in another video. If you scroll down a little bit, fit text by adjusting, and these are absolutely wonderful ways of fixing your lettering because this is kind of squishy, and it's because I have space. So what it's going to do is adjust the space. Now you can adjust like this, but it's still doing it. So I want my baseline to fit, right in the middle there. So let's go through the options, space and width. The letter width and spacing are reduced proportionately if the baseline requires it. So let's click on that. So what it's going to do is make everything proportionate. And look what it does. It makes it a little bit thinner, and it makes everything fit properly. I like that one. That's probably my favorite one. And if you hover over, you can see what it is. So the second one is space and size. And that is letter width, height, and spacing are reduced proportionately if the baseline length requires it. So let's click on that one. See, it made it a little shorter and made everything fit a little bit better. I like it. So what's the third one? That is what we had it on in the first place, and that is space. Letter and width stays the same, and letters are spaced evenly along the baseline. Letters will overlap if necessary. And that's what we had it on before. So it kept the original size and kind of squished everything to make it fit. That one will work for some things, just not for this one. So the next one is width. The width of each letter is reduced and the original spacing is kept. Let's try that one. That one also looks good. So what it did is adjusted the width of the lettering to fit inside my baseline. And let's go to the next one, which happens to be the last one. So it's size. Letter and width and height is reduced proportionally, but the original spacing remains. So let's click on that one. So that one also looks good. You can change your baseline length right here. Let's make it how about a 5? And it changes it. You can also do it how I did before, just scroll it in and you can see the numbers change. So if you were digitizing on a hat, for example, and what did we say this was? This was a bit big, so let's just make it a little bit smaller. Say you didn't have a whole lot of room and you want your letters to look good. You don't want them to be squished. Let's shorten it up a little bit so we can make our lettering fit in properly. So select on the lettering. So if you had a pocket or above a pocket or a hat or something like that, you want to use fixed line because you want that to fit in. So let's just manually squish it back, and you notice there are some changes because I have size clicked. Let's go to this one. If you wanted it a little bit taller, but notice it still fits in my baseline that I have set. And so it makes it a whole lot easier to do. See the letters here, this one, they're not overlapping, but they're awful tight together. Still looks good, a little bit over on the A. So you can make the lettering fit however you need to. And that is how easy a fixed baseline works here inside Hatch Embroidery. So do some great lettering, know the difference between free line and fixed line, and make your lettering fit and look good by using the adjustments available in Hatch. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.